You're now listening to a Press Play Network podcast.
Hey, I'm Johnny Young Bosch, and you're listening to Nerd Flow.
Yo, it's the world's greatest comic, anime, movie podcast in all of the world.
He is not exaggerating at all, goddammit.
Exactly. This is Nerd Flow. It's your boy Young Fly than the rest. We got Checkmate in the building. We got Royalty in the building. We got Snapback Messiah in the building. We got Briario in the building. Tink gonna be coming. She running late, But we came to bring y'all the pain this weekend. And I'm talking about that good pain, like that pain that's exhilarating.
Virtual diabetes. Virtual gaming diabetes. You get all of it.
Yeah, I'm talking about we finna get y'all this Nerd Flow cancer, that disease you want. So, all right, y'all, how everybody been doing, man?
I've been fucking hot. I've been hot at home. I've been hot in my goddamn car. I've been hot at work because AC at work. So I'm fucking hot. How about that?
That whole
Sound
AC
like
not
me,
working
you need
thing.
a
That's
mechanic.
definitely a thing.
Well,
You need a mechanic.
well, we gotta look.
No, my car is fine. I'm just saying, it's just that hot.
It's summer, man.
Yeah,
Summer, man.
but it's summer. But it's like the world is definitely ending because global warming is real. It is definitely real.
So listeners, if you haven't noticed, it's your boy Young leading out the podcast. If you can tell, I'm extra hyping my voice because I've missed 2 weeks of the show.
This nigga is highly definitely rested.
Yes. First week I was at Disney. Second week I was sick. So
That's true.
I said, do you remember he almost died like a week ago, nigga? The fuck?
I had to go to the emergency room. I had almost passed out.
What the fuck? This nigga, you know what? He ain't concerned about you, but I'm semi-concerned. You know, I care halfway. How about that? Here we go.
That's a first.
So, yeah, I know.
Halfway.
Hey, a halfway. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Whoa.
Okay, y'all. Like real talk. Like the relationship between me, Checkmate, and Royalty staying back. Probably, I know definitely with me and Checkmate staying back like probably over two decades. So like so this relationship you hear, that's like three brothers that have grown up together. So if like you like have sibling rivalries with your siblings, like your brothers and sisters and stuff, this is why this relationship is like that, because these dudes are like my brothers. Like
and just usual, you always have one that hate one more than the other. So
yeah, like
That's more the Young and Checkmate on that
Yeah.
like Royalty the neutral one. So
I'm the peacemaker in the whole thing. I don't do nothing. I be chilling.
yeah, Checkmate Trump, I'm Obama. So
what?
Hold on, man. Wait.
I would absolutely.
Wait.
I know. I would chomp my nuts in your mouth.
Stop.
I would put all of them in your mouth, nigga. Oh.
Wait, stop, man. Hold on. Now, a while ago, a few issues back, we already said that name ain't never supposed to grace this podcast. No.
I know. Look at that. No.
We refer to him as the Orange Cheeto. That's what he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheeto.
Call him flame. He's called quote unquote flaming hot.
No, don't disrespect him like that. He ain't.
Actually, you know what? You got that right. You're right. You regular nigga.
He's a half bitten off Cheeto. That's all he is.
Yeah, there we go. You ain't even a Cheeto puff.
all right, y'all. Let's get into these.
Anyway,
That's no banner. Let's jump into these topics. So we're gonna kick it off with. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all this twice. Go sign on to the Nerd Flow. Go to our Facebook page. Just look up the Nerd Flow community. Join that. Go to help support the podcast. If you want us to start doing extra stuff, help support us, share. You can also help support us by going to teespring.com/store/nerdflow, and you can purchase the Nerd Flow t-shirt. That will help us out greatly. So also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look up Nerd Flow on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and share that with your friends. You can get that live. If you subscribe, you'll get an update when we go live. Everything like that when the show posting everything. All
Yeah,
right, so
in addition to that, just to add on to what y'all said, so now shows go live, the audio version of Nerd Flow. So each time the episode goes live on all podcast services, you can expect to get a notification on YouTube to watch it go live. Like lately, it took roughly about 2 days for it to go live. I don't know why. I'm going to talk with the podcast services about that, but still, just click the stupid bell in the corner and it'll let you know when it go live. Because I clicked the bell too and it went live later on early today, even though I uploaded like Friday. But that's beside the point. But let's go.
So we're going to kick it off with video games. Okay, this is something that I just saw relating to video games that we have been talking what PlayStation needed to do, except instead they partly took our advice. So PlayStation Now is $9.99 a month for the first, 90 days?
Yeah, it's like
For what?
first. Yeah, I think it's like the first month. The first,
This first 30 days? I thought it was like the first 3 months. All right. So they semi took our advice. Like PlayStation Now, to compete with Xbox, they're going to need to be $9.99 year round.
Very true.
So-
Or just bundle it with PlayStation Plus and just chop off.
Yeah. Because paying $69.99 a month, for a year subscription of PlayStation Plus, no, $59.99 for a year subscription of PlayStation Plus, you should be able to give me PlayStation Now. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
Like
Hell yeah.
now.
like now.
Yeah, actually, I don't. Yeah, I've been confused about that from the jump. I'm like, well, I don't understand how if you're a Plus member, you don't have access to PlayStation Now. Which I'm confused. And my thing is too. I guess I like the Xbox Game Pass actually a little better because at least when you download the games, you get the full fucking resolution. PS Now, you're streaming the damn games.
You can download PS Now games too.
Well, it'll not just yet. They did add the option in the menu for download, but it's not active yet. So it's probably going live later this. They said it's supposed to be going live later this year. I'm probably predicting either one of the gaming conferences or PlayStation Experience, more likely, where I can probably see them saying, "Oh, it's $9.99 now," because they got because Game Pass is like a big thing. So
Yeah, Game Pass is pretty dope.
All right, so what we finna talk about now, this topic. This month has been a dominant month for Nintendo, and it's trending to be the best console. The Switch is trending to be the best console. Like, has Nintendo shaken back after all these years? After so many failures, has Nintendo really thrown their hat into the ring to compete with Microsoft and Sony?
I think this year they made it known. Alone sales wise, it's destroyed the Wii sales, and I think what Nintendo's doing, and from I think we all see it, is they're embarrassed how the Wii U was. It was a complete flop. No matter what they say, no games. The shit didn't do anywhere half of what they said it would, and I told people, I said, believe it or not, I feel like the Switch is a cracked out version of the Wii U, which it should have been. It's just they made the Switch even better.
That's all the Switch is. The Switch is a Wii U with detachable joysticks.
Which is incredible because now they announced the GameCube Joy-Cons. They're coming out, so people are going crazy about that.
Yeah. And the fact that Nintendo actually is going to have a lot of third-party games.
Yep, that's the most important thing they didn't have. I'm talking about like hardcore games like Doom. You got Wolfenstein coming out, or actually already out, just released out. And then you have a Demon, or Dark Souls. I'm sorry. So
they get Bandicoot, Spyro,
all of it.
Yeah.
So the only, I guess, in my opinion, if they can, the only drawback thing is the only reason people will buy, like, even if Call of Duty whatever came out for the Switch. I feel like the only reason people would jump on that is just for the portable part of it, not necessarily because I want to play Call of Duty on Switch and not have it on Xbox or PlayStation, because it doesn't run hardware wise. It doesn't compete with the PS4, nor any close to definitely the Xbox or Xbox One X. So that's the only drawback to that. It's not going to perform as good as those, but if you want to be able to have those hardcore games portable, why not? I can have that option on the Switch.
Now, what I wish we would have done, I wish what Nintendo would have done is, like, of course, if you're in a big city or anything, you can get free Wi-Fi all over the town. Whatnot. Yeah. But for people in those places that can't, I wish they would have made it where they could have something like a cellular service or something like that, where you could have had games where you use AR technology, sort of like Pokemon Go, but where you could just, be walking around, and if somebody else got a Switch or something like that, you all can battle in a Pokemon tournament or something like that. Yeah. That would have been dope. That to me, that's game changing technology. That's a game. I feel
like Nintendo still may do that because remember they still haven't been out long. They've been out all about a year and a half or whatever. So they still they've been steamrolling ever since it's been out. And when Smash Brothers come out, I'm telling people like the Switch is gonna be probably impossible to get come Christmas because of Smash Brothers alone.
And I know that's on my list to get because
yeah.
And my thing is like right now I'm the only person I know with a Switch. So I'm talking about where I live.
I'm gonna say what? The guy got one.
Well, Snapback got one too, don't he?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, but he ain't the only person I'm going to play in Smash Brothers.
Well, we gonna play. And we go. I mean, and I guess you know what I'm saying. Hey, I think that what's so dope is the fact that they got the GameCube Joy-Cons coming out. That's gonna be, incredible too. So those are probably hard. It's gonna be a good seller. That's what Nintendo has been destroying. Definitely Sony and Microsoft is peripherals, add-ons. Like their controllers. Ever since the Wii came out, they destroy people because they have different add-ons for their system. So Nintendo's doing it right.
Basically, as far as add-ons for the PlayStation and the Xbox, it'll be useless because it's not portable.
Well, yeah, that's true. And the thing is, too, like you do have the option at Tiffany. It's not just portable. I mean, you have the dock option, and so you could transfer to your now as a console because it generally is a console at that point. Because it's on your TV. That's going to go.
Because I could play my PlayStation on my laptop right now if I wanted to. If I'm traveling. And I can't change, I can't take my PlayStation with me. All thing I do is just bring the joystick and the wire and play my PlayStation on my laptop. And, except like for me, like for Royalty, it'd be different because he got a lot of games downloaded to his system. Me, I got a lot of hard disks. So, like if I download a lot of games to my system, it'll be just like my PlayStation is my laptop.
Well, Xbox has it too as well too, where you can basically play Xbox games on PC too as well too. So I feel like Nintendo it took them this long to care about high definition graphics. So it'll definitely be a while if they care about linking to a PC or not. So but then you never know. You never know.
So
I don't want to cut in. I ain't trying to cut in, but I need you to answer me this question, Young. See, you're the Street Fighter guy. I'm going to go ahead and give you that. And when it comes to this crew, we got it right here. So you can answer me this question when it comes to Zangief right now in Street Fighter 5. Why does this man look like a struggling, flexing, red hot chili pepper up here right now? Like I'm fighting him with Balrog in the story, and I'm up here doing this move. This man is just looking like he is struggling and puffed up red, shiny red at best.
Zangief always had that move.
Oh my freaking God.
Like ever since Street Fighter went into, I think, ever since 4, he had that. No, he had it in 3 too. But he had that move where he turned red, and it's just supposed to be like his anger move or something like that.
This man looks like he is struggling right now. But keep in mind, I played as Cody on the game more than anything. That's what I normally would go to is Cody. So, don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. I'm just
actually no. On that subject, Street Fighter for collection came out for the Switch and is pretty incredible. Come with all the Street Fighters: Street Fighter Alpha 25, Street Fighter Alpha 10, Street Fighter Turbo 12. So you're like 7 Street Fighters.
Like the anniversary, 30th anniversary, right?
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. And then Mega Man Legacy 1 and 2 just came out for the Switch. So game-wise, they've already destroyed the library for Wii U, and they're actually about to surpass the Wii, and it's the same. So Nintendo's doing all the right shit they should have did with the Wii U, but hey.
And Like
We live in
I feel
present
like
right now.
Nintendo problem was Nintendo had the market cornered for so long that when Sony and Microsoft came out, they weren't prepared for it.
Nope, they were not. They were not prepared for it.
They were
And they was too busy trying to play catch up all these years, and they made so many mistakes. It was a learning experience for them. So like when they finally, because when you look at it, like it wasn't too much of a major graphic change from the Nintendo to the Super. Now the biggest graphic change came from the Super to the 64. But it was so blocky, and then at the time they were competing with Dreamcast, which like had Sega done everything right, Sega would have had Sega in the beginning of Dreamcast had the market cornered, especially in Japan. Sold out here, like pre-order sold out in America. So the thing was Sega was struggling with consoles, and the guy that took over didn't want to do consoles no more. So that's the Sega issue. So that like when Dreamcast collapsed, that's what opened the market up for PlayStation and Xbox, because after Dreamcast collapsed, because Checkmate was the only person I knew in junior high that had the Dreamcast.
I
So
had one too. Well, you didn't know me then, but I had one too.
yeah.
love that motherfucker. I love that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
He used to bring his little Gigapack to school,
Yep.
rubbing it in our face and shit,
That's why I went goddamn Gigapack, get the motherfucker right. It was from Sonic. It was my Sonic egg that you can hatch, and it can become some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, nigga, that's a Gigapack.
Well,
That
yeah,
was
I
a
can feed it, but it ain't
Digimon.
the
I know
point.
what time I
That
got you
wasn't
when I
the
see one. God dog it.
point. Hey, goddamn it, I mean, it was different. It was different.
Yo, I never had a Tamagotchi or a Gigapet. I had a Digimon. So
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. Where me and Checkmate both work, we have Tamagotchi.
Oh man,
They
we had
just,
Tamagotchi. I was just about to say that.
they still got Tamagotchis.
dude.
I might cop one.
I
Are they
might cop
color
one when I
now?
saw it. I'm like, what?
I saw it. I saw it. I said, "Oh, these niggas got me elementary shit in this bitch."
That's nostalgia for your ass.
Hey, it is. That's why I might cop one. Get up for like $5. They like $10. We get up for like $5, I think. But I might cop one.
I mean, are they in color now? Is it screen in color? Is it just like old school?
It's exactly like it was when we used
It
to
was
cop. Exactly.
basically a relaunch of the same thing. That same damn thing.
Yeah,
I might have to order one and give my nieces some look Christmas present for my nieces.
I was thinking about that. But I know my shit. I kept letting my nigga die, so you know what I'm saying. They ain't gonna get it.
Man, your niece gonna be like, what the hell is this?
Hey,
What?
hey, y'all know how I feel about kids and technology. Now, start off small, work your way up.
Yeah, that's true.
Tamagotchi, rock,
They're gonna be
fish,
built. They're gonna be built.
bird,
Like I said.
dog.
Like how many? Like real talk, y'all. Like real talk, y'all. How many of us had $300 and $400 devices at 8 and 9 years old? Our game system didn't even cost that much.
And now they didn't. You're right. No, I never
You're right,
did.
sure
No,
didn't.
The-
I don't even know
the
how
most
much
thing I
Nintendo,
had-
I don't even know how much a Nintendo was. I know I had one.
I know for a fact how much a Nintendo was. We got our,
Hey, they wasn't expensive. They're like $200 some dollars. Actually, hell yeah, my PS2 was like $400. Yeah, actually,
what?
that was expensive. PS2, it was like $300.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like when we were 8 and 9 years old. PS2 hadn't came out when we was 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
Like we got our first game systems. Like most of us seen our first game system when we was like 2, 3, 4 years old.
Yeah, I got my first one. I think on like 6. I think 5, 6.
Like if you was born in the 80s, you got your first game system either late 80s or early 90s.
Oh yeah, you automatically got a game system somehow for some reason, no matter what
You
kind.
either got a Nintendo or a Sega,
Yeah.
and they were $100, and it came with a game.
Well, unless you got the Sega, unless you bought Sega CD, which was like $129 or $150 something.
That's
like
mid 90s. Sega CD was mid 90s.
that. Well, nigga, you ain't want you want to be a nigga, want to be exact, whatever it is. That's mid 90s.
Game historian over here. Game historian over here.
I know. He's like, no, that was 1973. You know when Avatar was. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't Avatar.
Anyway, man, let's talk about. All right, so we got Wolfenstein 2 dropping, the new Colossus Switch review. So Wolfenstein 2 finna drop on Switch. That's so like how far y'all go back with Wolfenstein?
Mr. Thunder. Mr. Thunder, how far we go back on Wolfenstein?
Man, well, I didn't play Wolfenstein back in Nintendo day. I didn't know what the hell that was back then.
No, we played on Xbox.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I'm like, I was just saying because it came from Nintendo. It was on
Nintendo, yeah.
But I didn't play it till.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I'm the old nigga on the nigga on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm like original Xbox on Wolfenstein. I ain't played the Wolfenstein game until then.
I had Wolfenstein. And all reason I had Wolfenstein on Nintendo because somebody wanted my Paperboy and they traded me Wolfenstein for a Paperboy.
Well, I played Wolfenstein accidentally because I got it mixed up with Doom. So I liked it.
I can see how that's possible, but yeah.
Yes.
I like it. Yeah,
I had Doom on PC. Like the first Doom I had was on PC.
Yeah, the first time I ever played Doom was on PC, and
Duke Nukem.
Played actually. I've been playing Nukem.
And Duke Nukem. I had both of them on PC. So like when it came over the console, my mind was blown. Like I ain't gotta get on my computer no more. I ain't gotta play with my keyboard. Oh, let's roll. All right, so. What are y'all expecting from Wolfenstein 2 on console?
I mean, I would say like probably more of the same. I mean, the Wolfenstein series that's on current gen consoles is super duper underrated. A lot of people don't give it a lot of credit that it deserves, and it's really a slept on game as well. But yeah, I would just say just.
And the good thing is. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
No, I was gonna say just really just more of the same. Hoping that with the graphics and memory restriction on the Switch that it's able to hold up and there's not any issues because like I said, it's a good game. Hopefully the Switch will be able to
hold it up.
Hold up.
Well,
like if you don't have a memory card in your Switch, you losing.
Yeah, well, you have to have that anyway. But at the same time, though, the one thing, and again, it goes back to the performance of hardware, and this is what Nintendo can't correct. And this is no fault of its own. It just they made a console. They just make it good to perform on high performance games. So the frame rate does drop to like 30 frames a second, which is actually I think pretty good. I think for handheld, even when your dock still doesn't upgrade, it still stays at 30 frames a second. And then you have frame rate issues. So then frame rate issues are noticeable. And then when you get to scenes to where there's a lot of action going on, believe it or not, the resolution actually downgrades to 420p. So it downgrades to the goddamn DVD quality, which is, I don't like it, but it makes it run better. So it runs smooth, but so basically just the graphics, it upscales then downscales in certain situations. But as far as performance-wise, the game is getting really good reviews already. So I'm not surprised, but it has hardware issues when it comes to high intensity things.
Nintendo will have to come out with a Switch Pro or something like that. Like they're gonna have to come out with something like that.
And I would definitely, I would buy that mode.
They do need some. They do need some type of Switch Pro because I have worries with them doing Warframe. And if you play Warframe before, you know how much shit on screen and how fast a Warframe
and
moves.
And Warframe has like 4 times probably most of going on than Wolfenstein, and it has issues running full Wolfenstein. And I wanted to downgrade it to 120p, which is what's that? The Game Boy graphics. Because I was throwing off that it downgrades delivery for like DVD quality on Wolfenstein at certain intensity scenes, like the 420p. Really, bro? I can barely get in high def at this point. It's DVD quality. It's nuts. But as far as the actual game, which is all Nintendo cares about, very good. And just like all the other games that have been coming out have been phenomenal. Especially the the Treasure Hunter game with the little mushroom guy. That game is getting good reviews too. So it's getting good games. That's all that matters, I guess, at this point. And I do think they probably will release I would say probably a high performance Switch, but knowing Nintendo, they don't give a shit long. They still selling what they already have out.
Yeah. All right. So Splatoon Part 2 coming out with the Octo expansion. Splatoon 2, the Octo expansion is dropping. Never played not one Splatoon. I guess you guys have. I know I'm picky when it comes to games, so.
Nah, I never played that before.
No, never.
Never played it before.
Anybody?
It's. I mean, it's their version of a multiplayer game because they didn't get the of course, like the Call of Duty licenses and stuff like that, or any other first person shooters. So they basically had to make their own first person shooter. But at the same time, you also have to deal with violence and all that stuff. But it's cartoon violence, so which allows
should have made an updated GoldenEye.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Everybody waiting on that shit.
You should have just took the original GoldenEye and made it with today's graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing.
GoldenEye remastered and put it on the Switch. It would have been dope. You wasn't the first person shooter. That's the route you should have went. All right, Monster Hunter DLC comes with Zelda armor add-ons. Okay, we're gonna talk about Monster Hunter, but I'm gonna have to make some comments about Zelda in this.
All right, go ahead.
You're free to do so, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, especially about Zelda. I said, especially about Zelda. We always open the Zelda.
All right, but go ahead and talk about Monster Hunter because I haven't played a new Monster Hunter yet.
Well, I'm not going in the other back because the DLC hasn't truly come out, but I got a little behind the scenes, little info about it. But you basically have access to not even just Zelda's armor, not necessarily Zelda. It's really actually Link. I don't know why they say Zelda, but actually, really, what it is like it's a Zelda collection of items. So it does actually have has Zelda's dress and all that, and then has Link, of course, outfit, swords, which is actually really dope. Especially if you've seen Monster Hunter, you've seen the weapons, like having Link have that huge of a, I would say the time sword or whatever, and that big of a size on the monster game. That's pretty dope. So
yeah,
I'm pretty pumped for it.
Okay, so my issues with I love Zelda. I love the Zelda on Switch. My issues were even when you get the DLC, there's nothing else to do once you beat the game. Come on, continue to drop DLCs or something, make the game more interesting. Because
my Breath of the Wild, or what
yeah,
I mean they have a lot of DLC. What do you mean?
I missed out on some, but
yeah, you have.
I feel like it's not it's not as popular as it should be.
Anywho, you know why? Because that game of the year last year, because it came out last year, so it ain't gonna have the same exact goddamn momentum this year when it's ain't no point when we already got the W last year.
Well,
they have released.
Here's the thing about Zelda, about really Nintendo with DLC and stuff like that. They're not used to doing DLC. They've never done a type of DLC for any game in previous past with the new generation of consoles, dating back to when there was PS3 and stuff like that. So this is really the first time. It might be the first game they've started actually doing downloadable content for. At least it comes to mind that they actually advertise about it. So, I mean, they're not really Nintendo as a first party company is not used to it. Everybody else, third parties, of course, they're used to it. But with the Switch being so limited on RAM and storage, they got to pack everything into the game and ship it. They can't do DLC because that's just more additional stuff that you got to put on that little ass memory card.
Yeah, that was to me that's the one downfall of the Switch. At least you could have with the docking station, you could have added some extra memory to that to go along with the Switch. That way we could download games or download DLCs or something to the docking station if you one of those people that just stay at home and want to, and don't take your Switch out in public and stuff like that.
Right.
All right, so Xbox streaming device, the Xbox Scarlet. Y'all fill me in on this.
All right, so this is what I got from it so far. It seems like it's it's gonna probably either be a new console or it's gonna be two new consoles or it's gonna be an additional part for the Xbox. But it's dealing with stream. It's like a streaming box, and it's going by a name such as Scarlet Cloud. So, and on top of that, Bethesda, they announced they're going to be putting two games on the when this comes out. they're gonna have 2 games that are gonna be already on there. So the current date for this streaming box is gonna be in 2020. So like I said, for me, it looks like it could either be like an additional part to it, like a camera, like the camera is to the Xbox, or it could be like a new console altogether. But they said both of these are supposed to be like they have that, and then they have like another a traditional console for it. So it seems like it's going to be a console, and it's going to probably be a piece to go with it, or it's going to be probably an all new console altogether. But it's going to be dealing with streaming games for the Xbox. So what are y'all? Well, Royalty, I know you play Xbox. So what's your opinion on it?
It sounds like PlayStation TV. That's what it sounds like. 'Cause PlayStation TV was basically kind of that same thing with PlayStation Now. If you didn't want to buy another PS4, you could put the PS TV in your other room or whatever and stream your PS4 to the other TV if you wanted to over your home Wi-Fi using remote play. I mean, first of all, where's PlayStation TV right now? Don't worry, I'll wait, because it don't exist anymore. It's on like Amazon for probably $30 right now, or probably even less than that. I mean, with Game Pass being as popular as it is, I mean, it's an overkill, man, honestly. I mean, for Microsoft not to really have the market share like PlayStation does, honestly, I feel it's not really a smart move. They're already it's already a hard sell to have somebody go drop $600 to buy X. And with it not being that much of a difference, with there not being that much difference between an S and an X, other than some graphical improvements, when a lot of people, if you ask anybody on the street, half people claim that they don't care about graphics. So,
nope.
I mean, it's a hard sell, man. I mean, on top of that, I mean, even with the X, you don't even get a freaking Elite controller. And so, I mean, it's a hard sell for them to come out with something else. Now, what I did hear, because I've heard mixed things about the whole Scarlet thing, right? So E3, Phil Spencer did say something codenamed Scarlet. Could it be the next gen Xbox with no disc drive? Possibly.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it could be like a new console for it, but that's all they just pretty much giving us right now. And
Microsoft will be the first ones to get ripped out. I mean, well, right now GameStop don't really want to how they used to really push their games, but like with Game Pass, they're kind of like, a lot of retailers are already still upset with them with the day one Xbox exclusive right now, because they don't. Yeah, a lot of video game shops kind of lived off that, and with Game Pass, it makes no sense to spend $60 when I can just get it on day one and play it, and if I don't like it, I just uninstall it and done.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt the retail side of things tremendously. If PlayStation especially if PlayStation get involved in it, like Nintendo just can't uphold retail, and like
they definitely can't. They're not really too keen on digital their damn self. They're more physical than anything right now.
Yeah, so like as far as, first of all, I wanted to get this out before I lose my train of thought. Let's just go ahead and say this. Microsoft and Sony with their gaming consoles, we were talking about add-ons. Let's just say rest in peace to like the PlayStation Move, what was the thing called for Xbox, the camera where you could play.
That died. They announced it for the Xbox One.
Yeah, the Kinect. Like all that stuff died, bro, because people lazy. Don't nobody want to get up and like move around like that, for to play their game. They want to grab a controller and sit their ass down. So like it was a good thing to try to get people off their ass, but rest in peace, God bless. To me, the future of gaming is gonna be VR. And as soon as they lower the price, like VR won't take off until the prices get lower.
Yeah, VR is still expensive as hell. But VR is definitely.
Yeah, it still is. I think with the whole VR thing, I think with VR, it's going to be, they're gonna have to make a cheaper attachment for people to get involved in it. Two, they're gonna have to make they're going to have to include those experience in core games. So say, for example, Call of Duty, for example.
I would love that.
They would put like, let's say for like example, like a Zombies VR, but it can't be a super long experience because vertigo goes into play with, for some people, when they have a headset on for that damn long, trying to play through a campaign or something. And you just, when you take it off, you disoriented. Hands down, any VR experience, you're disoriented. So I think it needs to be like, something. I think I'll give you a good example. Telltale stuff is probably very, very good for VR. They can find a different way to implement it because it's in episodes. And it's not a 20-hour experience or anything like that. It's like a couple hours and then you wait for however long the next month, the next quarter when they drop a new episode or something. I think that'll probably
I definitely wouldn't want to have a set here. Like the way we put in, like if Call of Duty was in VR, I would have to play Call of Duty for about 3 or 4 matches and call it a day.
Yeah,
exactly.
I wouldn't play that, man.
And like just switch back over to the joystick.
Man, I've been fucked up my whole living room fucking around Call of Duty.
Man, I'm talking about like literally destroyed. I'm talking about I even broke a TV.
I don't think how the fuck did I get at Marla, Georgia? What the fuck?
So, but all right, Sean, let's move on.
got in the car and drove.
I kind of drove and everything. Thought I was in the Humvee, thought I was in the helicopter.
Imagine playing Grand Theft Auto in VR.
Bruh, you had a police at your door after.
Hey, I don't need VR to play Grand Theft Auto. I'm tired of these motherfuckers around here in Atlanta. I'm goddamn get a rocket launcher and blow them up for real. I don't need a VR for that.
All right, so let's move over to anime, y'all, because we got a long show and we just took up a lot of time with video games. All right, so I got beef. I got beef with Dragon Ball. I know it's shocking to hear me say that, but I got
no, it ain't shocking because you like beef, chicken, steak, you like all that shit. So no, we ain't surprised at all. Go ahead.
God, I ain't never had to ask you like the nothing major, instant transmission, ultra instinct, and Kamehameha right now.
I wish you would. I would have some beef for your ass, nigga. Anyway, go ahead.
Ultra instinct, Kamehameha, instant transmission.
Oh my God!
Right now, I will do the world a significant favor. All right, so this Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes, whatever it is, like you have me waiting week. Yes, because you got me waiting a week for 8 minutes. You got me waiting a week for 8 minutes. 8 minutes?
Well, now you understand how your females feel. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I'll come back later. We'll next week for the next issue. And you all have a good night. Oh my God.
You know what? He won tonight, y'all. You know he won with that one tonight. You know, I'm letting him have that.
You just look like a guy that's very comfortable with 8 minutes. You just look like that guy. You just have that 8 minutes on your face. I'm just saying.
Because like I couldn't because I like the first thing that popped into my head to retort with is like Holly. Like I just would not go that way. So
okay.
Y'all know what the amazing part about it? We thought the things we talk about here gonna be longer, gonna make the show longer. Nah, that ain't what it is. Little dick jokes and good nights making this show longer. So yeah.
Hey, so
back, yeah.
Now I got a question real quick. We got a question in the chat. So we got a listener that said something about Xbox controller. Wanting them to fix their horrible controller. How do you guys feel about the new Scuff controller that's coming for PlayStation? It's an Xbox controller, basically.
Actually, I like it.
Oh my God.
yeah, I wanted PlayStation like if PlayStation was gonna improve their joystick, stick to what you know. Don't go the Xbox route.
Well, okay. Here's the marketing. Here's the marketing on that one. The business side of that. Okay. Most people's argument, if you're a PlayStation person, what's a lot of people arguing about Xbox? Man, the controller just feel better on Xbox. I feel like I could just hold it in my hand. So if I come out with a controller that can be the exact same configuration as an Xbox, what other excuse do you have to jump to PlayStation? You don't have one. Because you got the controller that works on a PlayStation, but it's the same size and it's a much better
I hate
controller.
Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. I like PlayStation so much they can come out with a controller that's eat water in my eye every time I get shot, and I would still buy it. I'm just saying. So
Yeah, the speaker is like a very good feature on the PlayStation controller. I'm just saying, Xbox, y'all need to do some interaction.
that is actually really dope.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hey, but you know what? I posted, like, if y'all noticed, I posted that fake PlayStation 5 video. That controller, that whoever created that controller, looked like that could have been the future of PlayStation.
It looked like Dreamcast 3.0, but yeah.
Yeah, it really it's like having your message just show up in a screen, a touch screen in the middle of your joystick and stuff like that. That's like, and being able to go into your joystick, like your joystick is in your hands. You ain't got to go back to your home screen to respond to messages or, change games and nothing like that. You can do it from the joystick, all that. That was dope to me, and I feel like that's the way. I feel like Sony should look at that and really try to invest in their technology. Even though that's gonna make just the joystick alone gonna make the PlayStation 5 go up to like $1,200, but
yeah, we ain't paying for that. Okay. We got sidetracked. Back to anime. Sorry.
Actually, no, we got sidetracked for real because we didn't introduce Queen in the goddamn building, Tink in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna ignore her. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is going on in this head? What the hell?
Well, welcome back from vacation to me.
That's what I'm talking about. You give me a tan on and shit. That's cool.
Man, if you gonna be Reggie Miller, at least hit the shot, bro.
First of all, first of all, beef mistake, nigga. I'm hitting my shot so good you ain't hearing it. Fuck, nigga. Anyway, let's go.
So while we're on the subject of Broly, how about we talk about this? So we basically seen in the trailer Broly has a fight with Vegeta, Frieza, and Goku. So what's y'all view of how this Broly is compared to the Broly we've seen in the previous films?
So
you remind me of Tuna Fish. Go ahead there.
So basically, we all knew from watching Super that Akira Toriyama was trying to make everybody canon now. Because of course he wanted to bring Turles back, but of course we got Goku Black instead of Turles. I don't know, from what I've been reading, they're gonna really try to bring in like Garlic, like all they trying to explore like all of that. So
don't bring back Garlic. Don't bring him back. No. I'd rather you bring back Dr. Weebo.
Good old Garlic Jr.
But see, the way the timeline is now, like Garlic Jr. wouldn't work. Broly can work in this timeline because, like the way it's going. But like Garlic Jr., that was basically a Gohan fight.
Did you see? Did you see the fan made video for Goku versus the new Broly?
I mean, yeah. I'm looking at what John just said with the whole bringing everybody canon. It's like, technically speaking, Super made Broly in a sense, somewhat, but it's just you're making the actual Broly. So it's like, do you think this Broly Kel gonna be mentioned in the movie?
I don't know, but this Broly is totally different from the Broly that from the movies, because this Broly ain't don't look helpless in his base form. This fool actually already big and look like he can fight. And like from the preview, Vegeta saying he's learning to fight as he goes. And this is what's gonna bring this topic back up. Of course, Goku and it's been like Broly and Kale. Like right now, Broly and Kale got the authentic Super Saiyan forms. They are actually legendary Super Saiyans. They've been saying Goku and Vegeta and Gohan, all them aren't real Super Saiyans because they not the complete form of a Super Saiyan. That's why in the God mode, like in Super Saiyan Blue, Broly is gonna get them a run for their money.
Now I will say that because Goku even said at the end, in his fight, he's just getting stronger. So,
And Broly, I got a feeling this Broly fight, we gonna see Ultra Instinct come back because that's the only way I can see him beating Broly. And some telling me Broly gonna have something like Ultra Instinct.
Wait, hold up. Look at it like this though. Since they want to make everything canon, who's to say? And it's just a theory. What if they did something of a fusion? Because they ain't no telling how the movie's gonna be put together. So what if they actually make Gogeta somewhat canon in this movie with a fusion? Maybe. I'm just saying. Maybe.
I doubt that in this movie it's gonna be a fusion, but because honestly, if they were really gonna do fusion, they could have did it in the Tournament of Power.
Didn't they ban it because they had to sneak them Avatar earrings for Kel and Khalifa? They had to sneak them in.
Nah, but when they threw them in, they didn't get disqualified. So it must have been authorized. But anyway, the thing is, like, as far as Goku and Vegeta, and I don't want to spend too much time for this because we got so much to go to. As far as fusion, that may be another movie. But the thing is, we've already seen them do the fusion with Vegito, and I just think Gogeta is gonna be one of them things we just wishing for.
Yep, but they ain't gonna do shit with this nigga.
And plus, the fusion dance at their power level won't last long at all. It won't last at all. Like probably 30 seconds.
Yeah, this movie will probably be, since he's fighting Frieza, Vegeta, and Goku, it's probably going to be that one fight that we're going to see the enemy of my enemies are all going to fight together to take down Broly.
Yeah, they gonna team back up like they did with Jiren.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1-on-3. That's the only way they're going to take him down.
Yeah. All right, so, okay, how many of you have ever seen the anime movie Akira?
Oh, I love it.
I remember from back
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody should seen that. You ain't
I
lying.
want his bike.
I rewatched it like 5 weeks ago, and it's on Hulu, y'all.
So there's a rumor going around that they're really trying to get the money up to remake Akira with up-to-date animation.
I'm down for that. You start making
But
live.
why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because
How
it's
they
so...
doing?
Because a lot of stuff, like basically, man, from like these 2000s, like this decade of 2000 is the era of remakes. Like, and remakes are like really taking off. So like the anime market want a piece of the remake. Like look at the remakes that's came out. That's anime like Voltron. Voltron is really doing good on Netflix. Like that's the only anime that they're releasing like religiously with new seasons because it's doing so good on Netflix. So when you see stuff like that that's doing well, you want a piece of the market.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at how good the Dragon Ball movies did. They're not remakes, but it's an old series that got brought back.
Yep, because they were done.
Yeah, they were done. They seen they cornered the market with it, so that's what they did.
Don't make it live. Not
Please
make it live.
don't. Please
Don't make it
don't.
live.
Just keep it animated.
Animated.
Yes.
Akira wouldn't even do right live action.
You don't look.
No.
Look. We said the scientific Death Note. And look what happened. All right.
Speaking of live action, and I really don't know how I feel about this. I'm excited and disappointed at the same time. Rugrats returns with new episodes of the cartoon series, of the animated series, which is dope. But they also thinking about making a live action. They also saying that it's going to be a live action Rugrats movie. And the only thing that comes to my mind is Little.
Rugrats.
You can't make Rugrats live action.
I know.
You can make it animated.
So what you gonna do? You gonna put a bunch of babies in a little ass playpen and record
I
them?
don't know.
Like, only thing I think about is Little Man, that Marlon Wayans movie.
Or
Yeah,
Baby
that's just-
Geniuses. Baby
Yeah, I'm thinking more Baby Geniuses though.
Look, man. You want to talk to baby? Go to the hood. Shoot.
You know what they might do? They may just make all the goddamn baby CG and background real. So I mean, you never know.
That is that. Yeah, that is.
Hey,
Hold up. I got a question. When you say they coming back with new episodes, are they going to use the same animators from the 90s? These the same animators and same voice actors?
No.
I doubt it.
Nah, hell no.
Exactly.
Hey, didn't one person do all of them or some shit like that? Or
No, they had like a lot of.
No, everybody had their own unique voice.
Oh, right, they did.
Only us.
Because they did have a real black girl to do the black girl voice. I was highly surprised. I was surprised.
Susie.
Tree Summers did. Tree Summers from A Different World. She did. What's her name? Voice. Susie voice.
Susie Carmichael.
Yeah, she did.
She still does voiceover, so they could probably link up.
They can bring her back.
Yeah.
But like only we would be able to tell the difference as far as like differences in the voices, because these new kids, they wouldn't really even know.
No, they wouldn't.
Nah, Chucky can't come back. Chucky can't come back. The voice actress. I think did you say Chucky's voice actress passed away? Didn't you?
Sadly she passed away because she was also the voice of Dexter and a whole lot of other characters. Y'all remember Dexter's Laboratory?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say Chucky's gonna more likely be a redhead, not an orange head. Just throwing it out there. That's it.
I mean, I think you know what's crazy? It was crazy, and we ain't supposed to say his nigga name, but I think Trump could be a good Chucky. I'm just
or Carrot Top. Well, the dope of Chucky.
Well, once Carrot Top die, I mean, but he ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh my God.
Man,
What?
I definitely got to move on behind that blasphemy.
Please, yes,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Are Carrot
Hey,
Top
Oh,
I'm
and
saying-
Donald Trump related? Just saying.
please stop saying
They
that name.
Oh, my bad. I feel like shit is about to shut down. We keep saying the name.
Stupefied. Stupefied.
Call him Cheeto. What's the next thing to talk about, Young?
Attack on Titan
Oh my
season.
God.
All right, y'all. We got Attack on Titan season 3, episode 1. I have not seen it because I have not seen the season finale of Attack on Titan season 2.
So I'm not going to go in depth on that. I will respect the little bit of 5% respect I do have for you. So I won't go in depth on it. So I would just say she got even realer than the last time he got real. So now it's even realer. I'm just going to that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. So
Because I can't say nothing else because you guys ain't, I mean,
Yeah, I
actually
haven't
most
seen
people, actually, you know what? More than half of America haven't seen it because right now it's only released in Japanese version on Funimation. If you got the app, Funimation shall be out. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of giving you out some
So now I gotta go sign up for
Funimation is on
Funimation.
Funimation, the episode 1, but it's only in Japanese. So if you do want to see it, it is available on Funimation.
I don't mind reading subtitles because I just watched the whole season. Like I just watched all the Dragon Ball Super subtitles. So
Oh, that takes a lot of strength. I'll give you that.
all right, Godzilla Part 2, City on the Edge. So basically, I don't see what's gonna be more different about Godzilla. Big dinosaur, gonna smash, tell some stuff.
Negative Nancy. Oh, this is a little different. Oh, go ahead, my bad. I know you're talking. Anyway,
Y'all need a whole.
Or maybe even a Rasengan.
Godzilla.
Rasengan.
Because it's not the same. Clearly, you haven't. Did you watch? I would say part 1 of Godzilla. Did you watch it at all on Netflix? Because that's where it's located.
Oh, you talking about? No, I haven't. I
Okay.
go.
That is the Godzilla I'm referring to. So I will accept your apology on behalf of Godzilla for you talking shit about him. So this Godzilla ain't the typical one that you just see where he's big as shit and he's just destroying shit. That is part of it, but that's not all of it. So I'm not going in depth on it because part 2 just came out 3 days ago. So until I would say a week, then I will say we can go more in depth on it. So right now I'll leave it more of a
Anyway,
suspense.
let me get to some more important. All right, y'all. Who saw the fight scene of the season finale of Boruto?
You gonna see a fight scene between me and you, man?
Oh my God.
I saw the fight scene.
Oh wait, and happy birthday to Sasuke. They just throw that.
Oh yeah, Sasuke's birthday was right now.
Sasuke.
How old is he? He was like 27, 26 in the motherfucker. I don't know. You too old.
Should be a little bit older than that.
Like 30 something.
30, damn.
Oh.
They really
Never mind, Sasuke. You up there with me, cuz. Appreciate that shit, you know what I'm saying?
The main reason I wanted to talk about this topic is because I wanted to highlight the animation differences between the movie and the series. I mean, the anime. Because
you was
the
anime color inside the lines. You was that guy to wait because you was so good at color inside the lines. You wanna articulate and dictate all the other stuff. About
no,
the
it ain't even.
good.
It ain't even that, man. It ain't even that. It ain't even.
I can't do this tonight, yo.
The fight scene.
The hand-to-hand combat.
The fight scenes in general was like way better than
the movie.
There you go.
It was just ridiculously better. And that's the exact same thing Dragon Ball Super did. They made us wait all the way into the final fight between Goku and Jiren to give us like they top tier animation.
But did you like it?
I loved it.
I mean,
okay, well, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Because Negative Nancy Young over here, he's just destroying and tearing everything apart. The animation just wasn't so good, so I don't really like it. But the action was hard. I did like that.
No, I'm saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that okay? The movie you usually expect the animation to be better in the movie versus the anime because traditionally that's how it's always been. But this time it's vice versa now, and I appreciate it being vice versa. But like for the rest of the series, like I need fight scenes like that for the rest of the series now.
Well, traditionally we had a traditional president, and now we don't. So there you go. She changes. I'm just letting you know. It's 2018. I don't know where you've been the past like fucking 2 years, but she changes.
All right, y'all. So we go to comic book shows and movies. Checkmate ain't got nothing to say about this, so we gonna let him go on about his business.
Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis.
Oh, man, is that even on here? No, it's not on here.
What?
I forgot to add the preview. I mean, the trailer from Fantastic Beasts, yeah, part 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't even watch the trailer because I hadn't seen the first movie, so I wasn't going to understand anything about the trailer.
How dare you?
How
dare you?
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's just introducing a younger Dumbledore. And they showing their relationship with him and Newt. I mean, it's just basically what it is.
Hey, we see the beginning. Basically, we're gonna see the beginning of Dumbledore conning people into doing his dirty work for him,
exactly.
like Yoda, Obi-Wan, all the masters. They get their students to do their dirty work for them.
I want to know more about Newt's relationship with Leta Lestrange.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna go in depth in it in the movie.
So I mean, we gonna see when the movie drops.
November 16th.
Yeah. So,
I need
Guardians of the Galaxy's director James Gunn fired due to some old tweets. All right, y'all. So, some people know how I feel about bringing up old shit. Some people know, like some stuff warranted, some stuff ain't. Like if you got like how I feel like about Bill Cosby's situation. Like
the entire fuck is this what I'm talking about?
Like okay, so James Gunn got fired because people went back through his Twitter feed, found some old tweets about pedophilia and stuff like that. Okay,
rape culture.
Yeah, rape culture and stuff. Okay. I don't know how I really feel about it. I mean, like what? I don't know what he said.
I mean, you either like rape or you don't like rape. I mean, shit, that shouldn't be a hard decision. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna say no. There we go. How about that?
No, I'm not saying I don't rape or anything.
I don't condemn what Young supports. I don't support rape like Young does. He's confused on what he likes or not. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm not supporting that.
No, what I'm saying is we live in a culture now where people aren't doing things at this moment. People are going into their past to bring up and ruin their careers. Like, if you go back to 15-year-old Quinn and pull up some of the stuff I did at 15.
Oh shit! He raping niggas. This nigga's raping.
Like
I didn't know you was raping.
15-year-old young is not 32-year-old young. If you get what I'm saying, like going into somebody's path to ruin what they've built since they matured is, to me, is a low down. Is people trying to get revenge in some ways.
So here's my question about the whole James Gunn thing too. All right, Disney. Why did you look this up before you hired him for the first Guardians of the Galaxy?
Exactly.
This was, Facebook and Twitter is the prerequisite to when somebody apply for a job. You go look up all that job.
You go exactly, and that's how I say I don't know how to feel about it. Of course, I don't support what he says, but had Disney did their due diligence in the first place, then all of this could have been avoided.
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy might not have been as good as they turned out to be, but that's all I was saying. If you gonna hire somebody, like now they gotta go now they gotta go back and look at all, go screen everybody now, and everybody that done made Marvel movies good possibly could get fired if they said something that people find offensive back in their past.
Yeah.
Very true.
For example, how come you see they don't ever bring up Robert Downey Jr.'s past and all the stuff he went through? He went through trials and tribulation. He brought himself back up.
Shoot, he was drunk.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, he wasn't really raping niggas.
He wasn't. Yeah.
But he wasn't drunk.
Nobody raped anybody. He just said something that was really stupid and involved rape culture.
Yeah, he just said something stupid. He ain't raped nobody or nothing like that. It's just that he made comments about the topic.
Well, I'm just against anything related to rape, so we can carry on. Let's go. I'm just saying.
All right, so the question is, should he get a second chance? And was Disney right or wrong for firing him?
I mean, Disney got some dark and racist stuff.
Hell yeah, they do.
Man, let's not talk about
for Star.
So they can. Exactly.
I'm about to say, if it wasn't for Disney World and Disneyland, I would hate Disney, but they lucky they got Disney World and Disneyland because they got some dark.
Let's not talk about that Little Mermaid. That's subliminal message, Little Mermaid.
Man,
whoa!
How about Aladdin?
Just saying.
How about
just saying.
I mean, I got.
Hey!
We want to throw rocks like a tall boulder.
I mean, exactly.
can make a list.
We can knock down some castles and
look at all racist Disney cartoons.
They really want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to get like
every cartoon in the 1980s was racist. Come on, Tom and Jerry.
But I'm just talking about. Look at the black and. I'm talking about go back and look at the black and white. Disney and Warner Bros.
The black and white Snow White. Watch the black and white Snow White. You're like, this motherfucker is racist as shit.
Don't get me started on Fantasia.
Oh, and Fantasia.
Oof.
The only one I feel wasn't as racist because I guess they couldn't be racist somehow was Fern Gully. I guess they couldn't, but I don't think that was Disney.
No, that was Fern Gully was by Don Bluth, wasn't it?
I thought that was Fox made Fern Gully.
I thought that was Fox too.
One of them. Yeah, I'm getting my animators.
Hey, it was Fox. It might have been. You just couldn't tell. It was Fox.
Okay. I'm about to say that's okay. That's why it wasn't as rapey or racist. So.
Yeah.
Like Disney, like for instance, Dumbo. The crows. That was racist as hell.
I don't like talking
about
them
crows. Even when I was little, I don't like that. I don't like that.
It wasn't just the crows. We talked about it before. The people who helped build the circus. They say all the workers were black.
Yeah.
Yep. Very true.
All right, y'all. Let's before we get all deep into this, let's talk about these SDCC San Diego Comic-Con trailers. First off is Mr. Glass.
I'm excited. I've been talking about this movie since I've seen freaking Split. I'm like, yes. I already knew it was something coming after that. I'm like, oh, he's working on something huge.
Moment to
this.
I like the honesty. I've never seen either of those movies.
What?
Never seen Unbroken. Never seen Split.
Wait,
Unbreakable.
you should have been at least saw Unbreakable.
Exactly.
Nah, I ain't never seen Unbreakable.
Wait, damn, that shit at least on Split because that was crazy.
I saw
Exactly.
I just saw Split.
First of all, let me ask y'all this: did M. Night Shyamalan make both of those movies?
What?
He made all three.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why.
You know what's crazy? I hate M. Night Shyamalan, but then after the, you know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you,
I don't ever say his name right because after he made the Village, I don't respect that nigga. But
See,
I
I
will give
just
him
up and
credit
watched
because
Pan's Labyrinth, and I was done with it. Like,
I'm just saying, after the Village, I had no respect for the nigga. But he made a split, I'm like, all right, cool. I will at least say your first, you know what I'm saying, initial, right? M. I give you M, but the celebrity, I was gonna get that.
I was done. Like I went to the movies to see Pan's Labyrinth.
I'm good, bro.
I lost all my respect for the guy. I was like, damn, bro. What was that?
Man, let's move on to the next one, man.
I can't do this. I quit. Bro said subliminal, bro. I'm good, dude.
All right, y'all. Godzilla King of Monsters trailer. What y'all thought about that?
Godzilla
I'm
King
not
of Monsters.
excited.
Okay, Godzilla King of Monsters. I felt like this should have been the first movie. Because the first movie, I don't understand what the hell's going on. I'm not like a super duper diehard Godzilla fan like some people that I work with that knew exactly what was going on. And like how the trailer was explaining everything. I'm like, oh, now I know what's going on. Because before I fell asleep on it, I didn't know what's going on.
So is this the one from Kong Skull Island, or this is something totally different?
Supposedly, that Kong Skull Island Kong is in that same universe. So if they don't really end a post-end credit with Kong coming into it, then I'm just gonna be even more upset because universe. You're really not trying to build a universe because evidently the Mummy reboot failed. So this is the only thing you got left.
That shit was horrible.
Oh God!
So I'm not gonna watch Godzilla King of Monsters because basically I grew up on old Godzilla movies and I've been done with Godzilla since the one that Ferris Bueller was in.
Simba, the one with the eggs.
Yeah, I've been done with Godzilla since that movie. So
Yeah, I kind of had enough. Yeah, I had enough of that one too. After that, I was kind of done.
yeah, I was done. So all right,
But
so
I did like Kong Skull Island though with Samuel Jackson.
That shit was,
and
that
Loki.
was awesome.
I know.
Very
I
good
haven't
movie,
seen
but
that.
the worst
Made me
movie to ever
excited.
demo on the TV because it's all in Sepia. Anyway.
Hey, that was a lot of CG. But we got to plan on the 75-inch Q9. It looks amazing. I'm just saying, it's throwing it out there.
Yeah, we do too, but that's just like it's in Sepia the entire time. It's just like
Hey, throw that movie in HDR movie mode. You know what I'm saying? They put it on cool, maybe later.
So let me ask y'all this: Have y'all put Doctor Strange on that TV yet?
Oh, Doctor Strange was pretty good too. Yeah.
well, it's not in 4K yet. You know how Disney when it comes to like new formats and stuff, they gonna make a box set and charge like $500 for the 4K box set. For
Yep. Actually, matter of fact, you actually can pre-order it on Best.com right now. Actually, you're right. You can. It's like $70. Yeah, it's like $75.
Oh my!
You can get all of them 4K, which is not going to be true for 4K because it wasn't. Whatever. That's a different story.
Yeah.
All right, so Shazam trailer.
Okay, I have a confession. You know, I beat the crap to death last week about Shazam, about not wanting to be funny. It's that the form of funny that's in this. It's okay.
I like the geeky, funny.
Yeah, I
type
do too.
Comedy.
I just hope I hope that surpasses when he figure out what the heck he is and his powers and all that stuff.
I don't see it happening to a
Right.
second movie.
Yeah, I was feeling it too. It's gonna have to have a more gritty villain in order for him.
Yeah,
to get serious.
Dr. Savannah is the first villain for those who don't know who Mark Strong is playing in the trailer. When he runs into him, from what I've been hearing from some other sources, saying that Black Adam could be the sequel. So that would bring in The Rock as Black Adam, which he's still supposedly slated to play Black Adam.
And our boy Henry Cavill is also back in the gym. He's did some little foreshadowing saying he's getting his like Superman or whatever muscles up. So it's also a big comic book scene where Shazam and Superman is fighting Black Adam. I'm hoping that can like throw into the mix too. So who knows?
All right, so the trailer I got the most excited for this weekend was the Aquaman trailer. To me, Aquaman is going to be the best DC movie of this decade.
Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. You and every other middle-aged woman out there, and probably a young woman out there that just got a wet dream off seeing the trailer. But I'm not going to lie, though. That it looks dope, but I'm not going to sit here and give it high hopes. Because, look, Justice League I thought looked dope, but look what happened to it.
That's very, very true, Snap. That is a very true statement.
Justice League was a
give the man a prize.
To me, I feel like with Aquaman, they learned their lesson from the previous mistake. Because to me, Wonder Woman wasn't all worthy what people was praising it to be. Justice League sucked.
I think Aquaman was trash. I'm sorry, but I think the only reason I kind of don't want to do because I like my dude. What's the new Jason Momoa? I like the guy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in Frontier on Netflix, which is a dope ass series. Netflix, you check it out. But I think Aquaman's gonna be trash.
Jason Momoa saved Justice League. He did. He did. So that's why I feel like Aquaman, like nobody ever, with him being Aquaman, I feel like Aquaman is going to be the one to save the DC universe.
Well, I don't know about saving it. It might give us some more spark when Marvel's murdering them right now.
Yeah.
I mean, every single Marvel movie is going like amazing.
Okay,
every single one.
I want to throw in like a curveball real quick because I don't think we talked about this. Joaquin Phoenix, Joker standalone.
I dig that.
Actually, we did a little bit last week. I think a little bit.
I don't remember, but I just want to get. I know some people. I know Tink was out and Young was out. So.
Yeah.
How many Jokers do we need, really?
I know, damn.
That's what I'm getting at.
Well,
because they said Jared Leto still supposed to be playing the Joker too.
Right.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the Harley Quinn one. He's supposed to be
because in the DC universe there are three Jokers.
It is three Jokers.
The new, so we can probably like jump. We'll still keep talking about the trailer, but I want to jump ahead real quick. So the change of the guard with DC is that a lot of the executives have been fired that were responsible for the debacle that was known as Dawn of Justice and Justice League that made all those bad decisions. So a lot of them have stepped down or got fired. The gentleman by the name of, I can't think of his name, but he's a very good friend of Kevin Feige. So when he's a good friend of Kevin Feige, he got a brain. So therefore, I feel like with this Shazam and Aquaman movie or anything moving forward under his direction, I think it's going to we're going to start probably seeing some good stuff. Because the reason why I say that, reason being is because he is actually a writer. He's actually an animator for DC as well. He's written a lot of comic books as well. So he's not just a figurehead that's just with a suit on and that just says yes or no. So, he's actually a nerd. So, yeah.
All right. So, who all saw the Titans trailer?
Fuck
which...
I did.
Man, that just was caught. That's what caught me.
Yeah, I shared it.
I said, I don't know what. Like we all know why Robin, but it was just like Robin want to put a bullet in Batman.
I don't know what he did.
I'm like, he's more Jason Todd than Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
you really feel that way? Because Dick got a problem with Bruce too.
True, all his Robins got problems with him.
All of them, yeah. They got father-son issues.
He's a paranoid rich man that wears a freaking batsuit.
And
with issues.
Thank you. With people. He has people problems.
Like, I'm tell you what somebody told me. somebody said no Robin should be mad at Batman because like they being ungrateful. They said this rich man took these pretty much orphans into his home, provided for them over the year. But I was like, yo, he steady putting their life on the line.
Didn't one of them die?
Came back.
Yeah, Jason Todd died and came back as Red Hood.
Exactly. And then want to kill him.
What?
He has a better looking design, in my opinion. I'd rather look like Red Hood and a guy wearing a bat head in a cape.
And
like,
Dorf shoes. Yes, please include Dorf shoes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Insert Dorf shoes here. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tinkerbell shoes, but okay. Anyway, yeah. So, but one thing I've been hearing mainly from like a couple of my friends. Mainly, most of my friends are talking about Starfire's design, which is something that ain't new when it came to Titans.
Like the first release of the pictures, people wanted to pick at that. But now that they said they want to pick on it even more, like I said before, I think we should wait to see the development of Starfire. And
there are no such thing as orange people other than Caucasian people. Tan a whole.
The Cheeto, other than the Cheeto, but go on.
Yeah, and that guy.
And like for the people that's just picking on Anna just because she's black, I got a problem with you.
Yeah, that ain't right. I'm just saying. Look. If the character is orange or green, they can be whatever race they want to. Because if they make a Doug Funny live action movie, damn it, Skeet is black. I'm just saying.
Hey, he better be black. Killing everybody.
Basically.
Just saying. All right, moving on.
All right, so
and Roger better be Asian.
This is very true.
Nah, Roger better be Asian because he was too much of a bully.
I can't imagine an Asian bully.
You know what? No, Roger has to be a Haitian. He's gonna be a Haitian nigga or Jamaican or some shit. I don't know.
Nah.
He can't be white. He can't be white.
Bushmaster.
He was walking around. Roger was walking around year round with a leather jacket on. He white.
You're right.
That, my friend, is very true.
At the same time, Roger was kind of slick sensitive. So they probably could get a black.
That is not a lie.
All right, y'all. We still got a lot of topics to go through, so let's go ahead and keep moving on. All right, The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl made their previews. So, I'm not into I got into The Flash, fell off, never got into Arrow. I didn't watch 3 seasons of Supergirl, so I'm just waiting on Black Lightning this fall.
Well, Black Lightning is they didn't really show. They had a trailer for that. That's why I didn't include it. It's really just a recap of season 1. Arrow, Oliver is in jail now. He has the goatee, head is shaved because he's in prison. And there's impersonating Arrow because he's in jail and they don't know who it is. And City's going crazy, all that good stuff. Supergirl, I haven't finished it, but from what the people that I've in my circle of like nerd friends and stuff like that that's finished the season, they're saying Brainiac might be coming. DC Legends, of course, we're getting Constantine added to the crew this season. So, I mean, nothing really new to talk about on that end other than him being there. So we're probably going to see a lot more supernatural and demonic-like stuff with the Legends team going against for the new season.
So do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be more horror?
I completely say it again, Tink.
Do you think it's going to be like more horror that it was like on NBC, or you think they're going to kitty it down?
I think they're going to incorporate that because I saw like a demon in that trailer that played for DC Legends new season. So I think it's going to be pretty dark and pretty heavy for this season. Arrow. Arrow, his daughter has been on Earth in the future for quite some time.
Oh, you said Arrow.
I mean
Flash, my bad. It's been Barry's daughter from the future has been on Earth for quite some time, and she has something to confess to him, and it all kind of goes back to what happened in season 1. If you remember the newspaper ad where it said the Flash disappeared in time.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying it's being tied back to that. Also at the end of the trailer, there's a villain that's breathing with a mask on, and they show like a lightning symbol that's cracking and that's on fire. For me, being a Flash fan, it's probably either Rival or possibly they may do a spin on it where it's like in the comic book it would be Iris's brother, which is I I can't think his name. His last name is West, but it's not
Wally?
Wally.
No, not Wally West. It's not Wally's Kid Flash. That was another brother within the another older brother. But see, the timeline doesn't really match up with the show because Iris had a brother that was being beat by her father, and he became a Flash. He got affected by the whole Speed Force as well, and he became a villain. So I have a feeling. I mean, we saw Rival about 2 seasons ago, so he might be a species.
Man, I can't imagine the daddy from the Flash show beating nobody.
Right, that's what I know. That's why I can't really kind of tie to the comic book source, but I got a feeling that it's probably going to be the character that he plays, but different from a different, probably maybe a different form of that same species. So we'll see.
All right, so we got DC Universe and details on the service, on the streaming service. So for all y'all that don't know, DC is having a streaming service. It's gonna be where you can watch Titans, other DC shows, read comics, all that type of stuff on their service. So I mean, we've talked about it before. Basically, this is the beginning of the end of cable. So
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
The first 3 months are free if you pre-sign up.
Yep. If you sign up, it's $7.99 a month, which equates to about $75 for the first year, and you get 3 months free. So you're basically paying $75 for.
So where can I go sign up at so I can do it right now?
You can just go to DCUniverse.com and just sign up and to pre-order it because it's on pre-order right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got that. Spider-Man Far From Home. So I don't know. Spider-Man. So I don't know if y'all heard this. So, Snap brought up last week about, I don't know if it was Snap or Briario that brought up about Hydro, supposedly being in Far From Home. Okay, yeah. So being in Far From Home. But also came out the week following the episode, as it always does for us. They mentioned Sinister Six is going to be somewhere involved in this, or the forming of Sinister Six may be in Far From Home. So with Scorpion walking up to Vulture in prison and all this stuff, so we may start to see the Sinister Six form within the Marvel universe, which is actually a very cool thing. I would say. Any thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they were supposed to do with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, that's very true. I think Sony can't give up the ghost, so that's why that's in here. Yeah, they can't give up the ghost.
Right. That's why I was hoping that the rumor that when I saw that they was going to bring Hydra Man, hopefully it was true, because it would be cool to see him on film. Since, like I said, we saw Sandman in a film before.
And so to see Hydra
would
be something. He's not a member.
Yeah, that would be cool to see.
He's not a member of Sinister Six, but I mean, he probably may be like a side villain or something that he fights.
Oh, I gotta pay for it all at one time, huh?
Yeah,
that sucks.
All right, you want to keep going with Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, go ahead, because I just got highly disappointed.
Oh, Lord. All right. Buffy the Vampire Slayer remake with a black character. So I'm assuming that Buffy's going to be possibly black.
Ugh.
Blade? What is Blade, Mama?
Exactly. I'm like, if they're going to do something like... I would rather them just forget the whole thing and just start off something new instead of rebooting it. Like, we already know Buffy. We've grown up with Buffy being blonde, and most of her jokes that she makes is like a dumb. Well, I'm not gonna say dumb blonde, but the blondish.
It was dumb blonde.
Dumb blonde.
Dumb blonde.
And it's just funny because it's something they would say, so they made it funny. But I don't think the same jokes will come around from a black girl.
That's very true.
I mean, I'm just saying.
If she grew up in the valley, she possibly could.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she was
Trust me, literally going to college and meeting black girls that grew up around nothing but white people. Hey, when you hear them talk, you like, I can't believe that just came out of somebody's mouth. That's that skin tone.
I'm amazed.
You went to the same college I went to.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about.
I have an example. I have an example of that. Stacey Dash.
Thank you.
That shit.
Clueless.
Thank you.
And she been clueless since she did that move.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All right.
But I would rather them like just do like something new. Just you're creative enough to think of something else. You could have came out with like Blade's daughter or something like that.
I mean, Buffy old enough where we could have had her daughter.
Exactly.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Y'all. Marvel is offering grief counseling to those who are traumatized by their latest movies.
Oh, boo.
Probably in the first beginning, but then when the information started leaking out, then not no more.
Exactly. They should have offered that.
Minus the guy that fell out at the movie theaters over the ending, but anyway.
All right, y'all. So my boy Invader Zim is coming back.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Invader Zim movie entered the Flopus. So, like if you, like, let's just be honest. At one point, Nickelodeon is Nintendo TV. So, like, because at one point, Nickelodeon had everything we wanted, from kids game shows to TV shows. Hell, I used to get up in the morning and watch Nick Jr. Like, I used to watch Nickelodeon all day. We had all that. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Hell, we had Snick. So, like, Doug, Rugrats,
Rocko's Modern Life.
Yes. Our Real Monsters. Beavis, I was going to say Beavis and Butthead.
Angry Beavers.
They're just,
Angry Beavers.
Yeah, Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy, like
Rocket Power, as told by Ginger. The list goes on.
Yes, the Wild Thornberries, Invader Zim, Fairly Odd Parents. Like, Nickelodeon was winning, and then
we lost.
Yes, they just lost.
We lost.
They just started showing Power Ranger reruns and Ninja Turtle reruns, and
they weren't reruns. They were made by Nickelodeon.
They were remade by Nickelodeon. That's very true.
Yeah, they were made by Nickelodeon. But them though, this movie, in my opinion, I was so happy to see my back on that, because honestly, and I'm probably the only one that probably will say this, like Girl on there. Like, I would literally, how they made Girl on the first episode is still fun to me this very day. I just threw screws and nuts into my head and just say, here you go. But yeah, so basically, them finally realized it. Like, those two, like, no one really respects him at all. Like, his facade, like that whole thing he got going for him, bravado, is starting to go away. And his rival's going to take that as a chance for him to finally nab this guy. How long has Zim been off the air? Zim came on, what, 2001?
Yeah, but then I think Zim left in like 2007.
Shoot.
Yeah, it was like something like that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but he figured out that no one respects him and whatnot. And that whole bravado starts to go away, and that's when Rob he's going to see him take advantage of that. So I haven't seen Invader Zim since 2001. Like, I would say that like there, but I love getting up in the morning, like Young, getting up and watching this show. But like I said, I really wanted a real life girl. Like, just to do the stupid stuff that he did, so I can get a laugh every day. So it was pretty awesome. I'm just being honest. I would love to have a girl just to sit here and watch this man put on a dog costume and then take it off and do that little do stuff. I'm like, bro, I want that. Give me that. How much it costs? I'll take it.
It feels good relive your childhood, don't it? I know.
Bro, you just don't understand. If they sell a girl, I'll go broke just to get it. Screw it.
So we got Invader Zim coming back. We got Rugrats coming back. Go ahead and just like bring the Nicktoons back. Eliminate SpongeBob. Like, I'm like burnt on SpongeBob. Like
wait a minute. They got one more year to go to be 20 years old in a sense. SpongeBob has one more year.
You know they're gonna ride that out to the 20 years. You know that's
yeah. I mean, but like I'm leaving it alone. All right, Power Rangers agreed to receive new Rangers. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and knock this out the way. I watched this thing on YouTube where they ranked the top 20 most powerful Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel the salt coming.
Okay.
Number one was the White Ranger.
Here comes the salt.
Number one was the White Ranger, played by old guy that can't let go.
Jason David Frank.
So who y'all think was number?
Don't be hating on the goddamn classic. You can't replace a classic.
Who y'all think was number 2 and number 3?
We already know. No. We know
Jason number 2.
I thought Jason had to be number 2. Hey, I know one thing.
They supported my argument why Jason is better. Why the original Red Ranger was better than the Green Ranger. They supported my argument. That one thing I've always told y'all.
I'm getting sleepy.
What is that?
Sit down, nigga.
Because he gave Tommy the business. And the only reason, when they went one-on-one, he gave Tommy the business. And the only time he ever lost to Tommy is because the other Rangers was involved.
Man, say that shit.
Okay. Says you gotta love the Red Ranger.
And the only reason Tommy
and you to this day memorize
when Tommy became the White Ranger, that's why Jason had to leave, because they were gonna end up having to make Jason stronger than Tommy, because they know Jason in human form was gonna always kick Tommy ass, and they couldn't have it.
You know what's crazy? I don't agree with that. I'm glad.
So this concludes this issue of
the Green Ranger.
Exactly, man.
Tommy was like every Ranger.
This is gonna be a one-sided thing.
Exactly. Every color in the crayon box.
If it wasn't for the Gold Ranger powers that could possibly kill Jason, he would have been the strongest Gold Ranger. I mean, he would have been the strongest Ranger ever.
And the strongest one, probably White Ranger.
Thank you to every fan out there that rolled this whole argument through. We greatly appreciate y'all for this whole time, yo.
Exactly.
You guys are troopers.
All right, man.
All right, talk about the topic, man. Talk about the Power Ranger grid to receive new Rangers.
All right, so it's supposed to be introducing like a new team that's like they're drawn together from like between time and space and whatnot, and they're gonna have to work together to stop like an unfamiliar new foe. They said Jamal Campbell, who did Green Arrow, is gonna do the main cover, and they also said that this issue is supposed to go out in October. So basically, they're gonna have a new team, and it's based like a little time travel thing, because when you look at Power Grid, last time we discussed it, it's basically like Lord Draken, he's basically like this whole ruler of a different timeline, and the world's just in chaos. So they also said, I think Rita Repulsa is supposed to be trying to get an artifact that's supposed to try to, like, she's going to basically do the usual, try to beat Zordon and the Power Rangers and whatnot. So they didn't give into depth who's going to be a part of the new team, but there's just going to be a new team of Rangers that is going to basically do time travel and whatnot to start Lord Dragon.
Okay,
so let me ask y'all this. Any word on there being a second Power Ranger movie to go along with the one we just saw, or did it not do good enough to get a second movie?
I don't think it did good enough.
I haven't heard anything about it being greenlit to do another. No, I haven't either.
I mean, because minus the Zord part of it, the movie was pretty good to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was. Minus the Zord and Goldar.
It was pretty good, but they're making another one though. If you saw the trailer, it's coming out I think 2020 or some shit. That's probably why you haven't seen too much on it. But yeah, and Tommy's actually in it. If you watch the trailer, Tommy actually is in it. So and it looked pretty good.
I would expect for them to have a sequel, especially how you left us with this one. The show
if you go
is there.
Yeah, the trailer's on YouTube. Go look on YouTube, and Tommy's surprising. He's in the movie. Pretty dope. He's the White Ranger too, I think.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so remember fans, go subscribe to our Nerd Flow YouTube channel, go to the subscribe Facebook to the Nerd Flow community page and sign up, share with all your friends. Follow us on Instagram at Nerd Flow, follow us on Twitter at Nerd Flow. And if you want to help support the podcast, also you can go buy a Nerd Flow t-shirt at teespring.com/stores/nerdflow. And that's it for tonight. We will holler at y'all. Peace, be blessed. See everybody later.
Don't eat the Cheetos.
Holla.
Go eat some cereal.